Good evening. The following program is uncensored. It contains strong language and adult content not suitable for children under the age of 18. Viewer discretion is advised. Good evening. What are we doing? Welcome to whatever we're doing on whatever this is. Sorry. It's jjlunfiltered Fridays, episode 31. We are live in our undisclosed location.
AKA the bomb shelter. The bomb shelter.
Okay. Because you almost screwed us last time you did that. Making sure.
Oh, because the poster behind you doesn't give it away?
Well, it's not behind me.
Oh, is that?
And it could be anybody's poster.
I mean, with the sexy looking.
Hey. Be anybody's poster. We're in an undisclosed location, as far as I'm concerned.
AKA the bomb shelter.
The bomb shelter. Exactly. We're in the undisclosed location, and welcome to another evening of jjlunfiltered Fridays, uncensored, without commercials, and we're on YouTube. How the hell are we still on here?
We need microphones.
That's a good microphone. That camera is a really good microphone because it is picking us up very well, thank you.
Cool.
So, some top stories this week. President Obama says he wants up to 5 million immigrants that came here illegally to work their way towards being legal citizens. This either makes you feel good about yourself or makes you hate our government even more. Everyone has to have an opportunity. Isn't that right?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So, let's talk football real quick. Interesting. Apparently our stream was a minute behind. Fortunately, there's a mumble mumble. Mumble. As we enjoy this food from the Jackson box.
That took forever to get.
Mm-hmm. We would have been on the air like 5 minutes earlier, but actually 10 minutes earlier.
Try 20.
That too. But they kind of left us. Yeah, so the grand jury is soon to whatever, asshole. Said it's okay, you're black, we don't expect you to be on time.
Well, touche.
There is a ruling coming soon on whether the officer who shot Michael Brown will actually be indicted.
What? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because apparently there is need for a grand jury to decide on whether what's his name, Darren Wilson, will be charged with murder.
Why would he be charged with murder if his investigation already said he didn't commit murder?
Well, some people believe that he did that. He used excessive force on Michael Brown.
But they already ruled he didn't, so why are they going back on it? Doesn't matter what people believe, there's a reason. I follow him.
Because they're trying to go through the evidence. Which, I mean, people had video clips of him around the time he was actually getting shot. And a lot of people believe that Michael Brown was unarmed. Some say he was actually trying to reach for the gun of the officer. So, yeah. So there's this thing going around on the internet that looks at a Barbie book that encourages women to be computer engineers.
Okay, I didn't know that.
The book came out in 2010, but someone made a funny take on it. So pretty much the basis of it is Barbie is supposedly a computer engineer. Barbie somehow gets a virus on her computer, spreads the virus to her sister Skipper, and asks the guys at her school about said virus.
How's that working?
Basically, Barbie doesn't know anything about programming.
So it's a sexist ad to get women to become computer engineers. Also,
It's encouraging little girls to be computer engineers, but it does nothing.
sexist bastards.
Liar.
Sexist bastards.
Well, they are sexist.
Are you kidding me? I'm gonna walk my ass back over there. I want my chicken tender. Throw it in the face.
For some reason, the mama was not letting me do it. He's asking why the Texas speech isn't on. So, yeah, I saw part of this book. And I'm just like, what the fuck? What the fuck, Barbie? Really? Like, this was, they're stupid. They're stupid, and then there's straight up dumb. Oh, fuck you. My first book was English Game. First of all, I gotta look through and find this thing. But, yeah, saw it, and I was just like, really?
Saw your face.
Whoa. Need you to calm that down.
No. They'll never calm down.
Need you to calm down.
ADHD for life.
ADHD for life. Did you really just do that? You straight up just said ADHD for life.
Mm-hmm.
Let me look up this thing. I'm gonna Google it. Cause I don't know why I just typed in Google. I could just do that. Let me see. Oh, someone had showed me. I forgot what site it was. He showed it. Showed me on. What?
Same thing.
Are you serious?
Yep.
And you straight up told them chicken taters.
Mm-hmm.
Jack in the Box, get fired. Like, how do you get that wrong?
Partially blame you.
Blame me?
Partially.
Why?
Because I told you to check it before we left, and you're like, nah.
Did you want to be there any longer?
Not really.
That's what I thought. I ain't lazy. Oh, here's some of it. Yeah, I don't think it was. The makers of Barbie seem to apologize a lot for underestimating young women. This tiny the internet's buzzing over a pretty cringeworthy book, a Barbie book. I Can Be a Computer Engineer, published out of Random House. Barbie is a Barbie is featured in the book as a stylish pink-clad computer engineer that somehow breaks everything and doesn't know how to code. She does draw puppies, though. This lady hacker needs help out of two dudes named Steve and Brian to do real programming work because she's just creating design ideas. What? In another section, a supposedly intelligent engineer, Barbie, who should be familiar enough with technology not to do this, puts a flash drive into Skipper's laptop and accidentally infects it with a virus. Skipper didn't back up her homework and loses all of her files and music too. Silly Barbie. The two then get into a pillow fight, of course, because women actually do that. Don't worry, Steve and Brian are here to save everything. Quote, your robot puppy is so sweet, says Skipper. Can I play your game? Quote Barbie, I'm only creating the design ideas, Barbie says, laughing. Quote, I'll need Steve and Brian's help to turn it into a real game. All the outrage over the book caught Mattel's attention. It is no longer available on Amazon. A blogger who writes for Disney, Pamela Ribon, first wrote about I Can Be a Computer Engineer after picking it up at a friend's house and reading horrific page after page. The traffic began from her blog was so intense that she republished that piece of Gizmodo last night. The social blew up, and people took to the Twitters to let Mattel know what a lady hacker can accomplish. On Twitter, at Pam Mary GX says, "Dear at Barbie, the boys are the ones who ask me for help via at Pamela Ribon. F Train. Barbie's good at many things, but her first love is product. A picture of Jim from that early cartoon Jim from the 80s, I think it was, early 90s. Has the tweet, who needs computer engineer Barbie? Jim has been coding since 1985. Hashtag tech, hashtag feminism. Love, love, love those, love that last one about Jim from Jim and the Hologram. She's a rock star and a programmer. Mattel has since apologized for this completely sexist garbage on his Facebook page, promising it won't do it again. Quote, the portrayal of Barbie in the specific story does not reflect the brand's vision for what Barbie stands for. We believe girls should be empowered to understand that anything is possible and believe that they live in a world without limits. We apologize that this book did not reflect that belief. All Barbie titles moving forward will be written to inspire girls' imaginations and portray an empowered Barbie customer. Liar! This is not the first time in Barbie's more than half a century history something like this has happened. I clearly remember when Barbie held an aversion to math. Mattel released a teen taught Barbie back in 1992. The chattery doll would say things like, math class is tough, and I love shopping right after, implying young girls would be better off skipping homework and not suited for them.
Okay, now you're looking too deep into this.
What do you mean?
Whoever wrote that's looking too deep into this. I get it. Look, they messed up. They made it seem like, I agree that book kind of made it sound like Barbie wasn't capable of anything except for flirting with dudes and saying, hey, you fix this for me. But I highly doubt that they created a doll that can talk and say, math class is tough, let's go shopping, to imply, let's skip class and go shopping.
So we agree that this book was a clear fuck up by Barbie.
I don't think it was well, yeah, it was. It really was.
It's like, well, it could, yeah. So yeah, that thing, like, what the fuck? I sat there and read that, or I sat there and read, there was another article I read about it, and I was just like, holy Jesus, Sean will be here at about 8.
What, I'm not good enough for you?
Is coding not good enough for you, Tomas? I'm pretty sure he's typing. Forget the Barbie thing. Let's talk about how the Aggies lost to a bunch of beaners. I'm pretty sure Sean would definitely not like you for that one.
I'm pretty sure Sean would castrate him over that.
So, A&M lost to Missouri at Kyle Field last Saturday night. That was some shit.
I definitely heard D sucking.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. Major D sucking.
Oh, He was talking about the loss in Puerto Rico.
Oh, I still heard me sucking.
You still hear knee sucking?
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, it was only by like a point though, so it wasn't too bad.
It was only by like one shot. So I mean, like, it was a close game. It wasn't like, oh my God, they suck so bad. No, it was like, damn, there went my fantasy basketball team. They don't have fantasy basketball, but if they did, it would be that. I'm trying to learn sports. All weird and stuff. Losing a game to Puerto Rico where they don't have to have a pro type draft every year at a college level. You win some, you lose some.
There's no joke that they got outplayed, but
Yeah, but I mean, it's just, what can you do? I mean, it could be a lot worse. Now back to Missouri. Shit sucked on both sides of the ball for both teams. I didn't watch it as much as most people did because whenever I watch a football game, the team I would like favorite always tends to lose really badly. I don't hate America.
you kind of do hate America.
I don't hate America.
If you don't watch football, bro.
I watch some football.
No, you don't. You didn't start watching football until you realized I watched football a lot.
No, I didn't.
Mm-hmm. So it seems like.
No, I didn't.
All evidence points to the contrary.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
What are you talking about? No, I didn't. Just right out of ideas there?
Yeah.
Okay. As long as you know how you felt about that.
I like to put my foot up on that chair.
Well, you can't because it'll move the camera out of the way.
Okay.
Use that one.
Because I gotta reach behind me and drag it over, and that's just rude.
How's that rude?
It's just rude.
How's it rude?
It's just rude.
I'm not seeing the rude in it.
It's rude.
How's it rude? That makes no sense.
It does.
There's no logic behind that.
There is logic behind it.
How is it rude?
It's just rude.
How is it rude?
It's rude.
Tell me why it's rude.
Everywhere.
Tell me a location does not answer the question of why.
It does.
You just answered me where, but not why.
I just told you why, Jay.
Why?
Because of everywhere.
That doesn't make any sense.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes.
There's no sense in that.
There's no sense in you.
Probably, but there's no sense in what you just said.
Yes, there is.
Oh, there
I
isn't.
feel like a fucking crack fiend, dude.
Oh.
I keep stretching. It's my beard itches.
I just love how you ADD'd into that.
My beard itches. I keep doing this. I'm like, fucking crack
No,
fiend.
it isn't. Yes, it is. Man, my beard itches. The fuck? Jay, it's white folks' sins. Just let them have it.
He knows.
How do you feel about Obama's idea/plan?
I don't talk politics. You're gonna have to ask me another question.
What? All right, Governor. Right? Ted Cruz.
Why did you look at me, squint your eyes, and go, Ted Cruz? I'm creepy for.
I don't know. Well, whatever it is, whatever the president proposed, talked about, the thing he spoke about last night.
You know what I want to know?
What?
Net neutrality. How do you feel about Ted Cruz's opinion or stance on net neutrality?
He's a dumbass.
Is he?
He is.
Even though he's the one petitioning for an open and free internet?
Then he's a complete contradiction.
Well, it's a complete contradiction. The fool came out and said that we should have an open and free internet.
Even though he said right before that, fucking, he tweets out, net neutrality is equal to Obamacare. I'm like, no.
That's a good thing. Because no one liked Obamacare either. Because Obama went through and changed it up and fucked it up for everybody. He was doing the contrast as in net neutrality is to the internet what Obamacare was to Medicare. And what a big setback it is.
But net neutrality is not a setback.
It is.
Oh, it isn't.
It is when they're trying to sit there and make a fast lane and then put, make them gatekeepers of how much bandwidth we can use at the house. Net neutrality, okay, I'm not saying net neutrality to build net neutrality is bad, because it's not. It's a good thing. I'm just using the name in a general term as the situation of net neutrality. Cannot believe you made me explain myself like that.
Well, you were saying that net neutrality was bad.
Because the situation is bad.
Yes, the situation is bad.
The net neutrality situation is bad.
Okay, that makes better sense. He said the internet shouldn't operate like at government speed, saying that net neutrality imposes unneeded regulations. I don't know about that. Net neutrality on its own basically says we believe to go to the internet to do whatever we want, whenever we want, wherever we want, without the limitations of any company, any ISP saying you are only allowed to go to this site, at a certain speed for X amount of sites, and a certain speed for this amount of sites. That's what basically net neutrality is saying. Ted Cruz is anti-net neutrality. Don't listen to him. Says Moss.
Not what I heard. Google that shit, Jay.
You know what? I am going to do that. Ted Cruz doubles down on misunderstanding the internet and net neutrality as Republican engineers call him out for ignorance.
Oh, keep reading. This is interesting.
Last week we mentioned Senator Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz's nutty tweet comparing net neutrality to Obamacare. It was widely mocked, even by many Republicans, as it showed Cruz's ignorance of the subject at hand. In fact, one report detailing a number of comments on Ted Cruz's Facebook page from Republican/conservative engineers disagreeing with Cruz and pointing out that he's uninformed about net neutrality. Here is a sampling quote. As a Republican who works for the tech industry, I can say that this statement shows you either have no idea what you're talking about, or you bought and paid for by the American cable monopoly. This is amazingly and it's a stupid statement and is disheartening.
Damn.
There's a lot more like that, but it highlights what we've seen before. While Congress likes to pretend that Republicans are against net neutrality while Democrats are for it, the reality is that net neutrality is a nonpartisan issue, with voters of both parties overwhelmingly supporting net neutrality. Rather than recognize this fact, Cruz has decided to double down on it with a rambling and in piece in the Washington Post that repeats the Obamacare for the internet line and lumps in a variety of tech issues in a confusing and often self-contradictory jumble. He warns against taxing. He warns against taxing internet access. Good, but then joins the total overreaction to the Commerce Department's decision to officially relinquish its barely existent control over ICANN, falsely claiming that this will allow the Russians, Chinese, and Iranians to control the internet. That is not true. In fact, by giving up the Commerce Department's link to ICANN, it helps cut off the path to Russians, Chinese, and Iranians are trying to use to do an end run and run around ICANN by giving more power to the ITU. In other words, Senator Cruz, once again, seems to not understand this policy issue at all and is recommending a policy that is more likely to lead to the world he fears. Then he got back around to net neutrality, once again showing he doesn't understand it. Quote, in short, net neutrality is Obamacare for the internet. It will put government in charge of determining internet pricing, terms, and service of what types of products and services can be delivered, leading to fewer choices, fewer opportunities, and higher prices. Not a single part of this is accurate. Under the proposed plan, the government would not be in charge of determining any of those. Rather, it would make it so that no one, including the internet access providers, could block what types of products and services can be delivered. It takes a special kind of wrongness to look at the plan that is focused on making sure that no one can be blocked and argue that it means that the government gets to pick whatever services can be delivered. Even more bizarre, Cruz's final point is to celebrate the victory over SOPA and PIPA as a great example of protecting free speech online, ignoring the fact that it's the very same people who made the victory possible who are now fighting for net neutrality. Quote, in 2012, those who care about internet freedom were shocked as bills such as the Stop Online Piracy and Protect IP Acts, which would regulate the speed on the internet under the guise of protecting property rights, started gaining popularity in Washington. Thankfully, online activists were quick to mobilize to protect their free speech rights, but we must remain vigilant. Intellectual property must be defended, but any threat to quell speech on the internet must be treated seriously and subsequently defeated. Yes, and it's the very same online activists now trying to protect free speech rights by making sure that the internet stays open via net neutrality rules. And yes, it is a free speech issue because letting the internet access providers block and discriminate against certain companies, individual services, or types of content, such as encrypted content, will stifle free speech. So, Cruz claims to support online activists in their push to guarantee free speech online, but at the same time opposes the very same activists for their push to protect free speech online by calling it Obamacare for the internet. I don't know who Ted Cruz tech staffers are, but they might want to educate themselves a bit, not from the lobbyists at AT&T and Verizon.
So that sounds like nothing I've heard in an argument for like the past however long this has been going on.
So how do you feel?
Well, I've been schooled. But I will say, I'm very, very confused as to net neutrality and where, like, how it explains why we get in trouble when we go over 365 gigs of internet when that never used to be an issue.
Well, here's the thing about that. Net neutrality basically says you can go to anywhere, at any time, to any website and not have a limit. That's basically what net neutrality is saying. Net neutrality is basically saying, if I want to download World of Warcraft on my computer, on my desktop, on your laptop, on Sean's laptop, on my laptop, within that same month, I can do that and suddenly can't say shit about it. And suddenly can't stop me from downloading it. Suddenly can't charge me even more for it. And suddenly it's just gonna have to sit there and look pretty. Because let's face it, the stuff that you're downloading is basically the content provider. The content provider is providing this through their servers. Suddenlink is just offering the bandwidth in order to get the content from the provider. Suddenlink is a middleman. That's basically what they are.
You got out there?
No. Sean Wallraven joins us. Really, Sean?
Oh, there's a camera there? My bad.
Really? Yes. You knew there was a camera there.
Liar. You're a liar. You're a sinner.
Well, Cody and I just talked about net neutrality.
Yay. Is that mine looks like this though?
He might have been earlier.
Did you do this a lot earlier?
Well, we were talking about it, and then he was talking about Ted Cruz's stance on net neutrality, which, by looking at one of the articles I just read, he flip-flops.
Right. Well, every current politician flip-flops. He wants young people to vote for him.
Every politician wants young people to vote for him because young people don't want to vote.
He's going to be the first ever Canadian president in his eyes. That's what he's going to do.
Didn't he revoke that? Or
Revoking ain't doing.
Or what is it?
He denounced his
Thank you.
citizenship. But he was still born there. Granted, it was on U.S. soil, but that's still.
So he's born in America.
Technically, yes. But technically, no.
So it's kind of half and half?
Yes, because he wasn't born on the nation. He was born on nation's soil, like a W, miss you.
Why y'all staring me down? Damn.
Because you just randomly got up in the middle of my sentence.
Anyway, continue.
Yeah, he was born on national soil, but he was still born in a different country. So he was technically a national citizen, but technically has the other citizenship of Canada, which he renounced because he was born in Canada.
Hmm. So his fetus came out of a mom's vagina in America.
Yes, but on the north part of the Canadian-U.S. border.
So we were talking about that. We also talked about Barbie's little book about being an engineer and wasn't.
Well, she's been an engineer and a scientist for 50 years, so.
Well, she was trying to be a computer engineer. And here, I'll show you one of the clip or read part of the book, actually. Part of the book says, and I wish I were lying about this, "Your robot puppy is so sweet," says Skipper. "Can I play your game?" "I'm only creating the design ideas," Barbie says. Laughing, "I need Steven's and Brian's help to turn it into a real game."
Right.
And this is supposed to encourage women to be computer engineers.
See, there's your problem. You think that Barbie still encourages women. You should have known ages ago Barbie doesn't encourage anybody to do shit.
Well, Mattel, of course, pulled this thing off the shelves, and it's off Amazon now. So, yeah.
From Raising Arizona. Classic movie. Well, that part is it though.
So yeah. I saw this book and it was just like, oh my God. Cause there was another blog that had like even more on it. I think I have it. Let's see. Oh, here it is. So here's the first part of the book. Quote, Barbie tries to email her design to Steven, but suddenly her screen starts blinking. That's weird, says Barbie. Barbie and Skipper try to reboot the computer, but nothing happens. Looks like you've got a virus, big sister, says Skipper. Luckily, I wear my flash drive on the necklace so that I'll always remember to back up my work, replies Barbie. Here's the fun part. Quote, may I borrow your laptop, Skippers? Asks Barbie as she follows her little sister into her bedroom. I really should finish my homework assignment. I'm writing about a person I admire, says Skipper. I only need it for a minute, adds Barbie. Okay, says Skipper. When Barbie puts her flash drive into Skipper's laptop, the screen starts blinking. Oh no, says Barbie. The virus must be on the flash drive. Quote, I forgot to back up my homework assignment, cries Skipper. And all my music and files are lost too.
Okay.
So, fast forward. So back to developing the game. It will go faster if Brian and I help, offers Steven. Great, says Barbie. Steven, can you hook Skipper's hard drive up to the library's computer? Bad idea. Sure, says Steven. The library's computer has excellent security software to protect it.
No one said they were smart, they just said they were computer engineers. You don't have to be smart to be an engineer of anything. Hell, there are people who have to A&M engineer department is probably dumb as fuck.
Well, yeah. Whatever, Tomas.
What do you say?
In today's show, Jay struggles to read a Barbie book.
Well, I'm surprised Barbie published a book. You know her, she's making progress.
So yeah, that's that thing. And also, Jack and Bob screwed up Cody's order.
Nice. What did he eat? Did he get his chicken taters?
Nope.
What did
He got 2 chicken sandwiches.
Yeah.
I don't know how you get chicken sandwich confused with chicken taters.
Both have chicken in it.
True.
It'd be really weird if we just got like the sourdough jack.
Right? So, yeah.
No. That maybe two people at home disappointed. Cody and whoever ordered chicken sandwiches. We got
That's
two
true.
chicken tenders instead.
So, let's talk WWE.
Your mom was in WWE.
And be more entertaining. Oh!
Don't call your mom a whore. It's not bad.
Why'd you have to go that angle?
It's not bad. Don't call your mom a whore. We'll be fine.
Tomas says he'll call her a whore. You're not.
I
He is
guess
a respectable woman.
I say I can't even see what he's saying, so go for it.
Like he says. Already on speed dial. Don't even know her number. I can't. I've been trying to. So
So,
Survivor Series is coming up.
yeah, that's the. Yes, Survivor Series is coming up.
Whatever, asshole. Anyway, so the traditional Survivor Series 5-on-5 elimination matchup will feature Team Cena versus Team Authority. Team Cena has, it'd be great if I pulled up WWE.com.
People.
People, yes. People, one of them in which will be John Cena.
Dolph Ziggler, Sheamus, Big Show, and Eric Rowan.
Which, that was odd. Why Eric Rowan?
Because they're plugging up what the Wyatt family had. Because it's the WWE.
Yeah. And then there's Team Authority with Seth Rollins, Kane, Rusev, Mark Henry, and Luke Harper. So Wyatt family members are fighting against each other. I bet you they're going to do a whole, I'm Eric Rowan and I'm going to be on the other side.
No, they're probably going to do a whole, we're going to turn Eric Rowan into a good guy because we can make him awkwardly flirt with women that Renee Young backstage because we don't know how to write compelling stories. That's basically what they're doing.
Yes, I did check the text-to-speech option. Anyway,
They had one good thing going for them. They fucked it
up. Nikki Bella versus AJ Lee for the WWE Divas Championship.
AJ might lose.
Think so?
No. How long are they going to keep her having a job when her husband left the company?
True. Bray Wyatt will be taking on Dean Ambrose.
That'll be interesting.
Think so?
Mm-hmm. Just to kind of see how they do that.
The Fatal 4-Way Tag Team Championship matchup between Miz and Mizdow, Golden Stardust, Los Matadores, and the Usos. What do you think?
Usos pull it.
Think so?
Yeah.
Okay. And now a traditional Survivor Series 4-on-4 Divas matchup featuring Emma, Naomi, Alicia Fox, and Natalya versus Paige, what's the other one? Cameron, Summer Rae, and Layla.
Jesus Christ. That's just gonna be a clusterfuck.
Think so?
It'll be unwatchable.
Really?
Because they're not gonna let the three people in there who know how to wrestle. They're gonna make all of the people who look cute who don't know how to wrestle. Surprised Eva Marie wasn't in there.
At least I got the Funkadactyls right. Because I couldn't tell the difference.
You're a fucking asshole.
What did you think of Grumpy Cat on Raw?
You mean that since I watched that?
They only featured her twice.
Because it's a cat, it's not a person. Like they can't force Grumpy Cat to act.
But every time I saw him, because she was like starting to fall asleep. So she would be like, so they try to bump her up so she could like wake up.
Right.
It's funny.
Well, they probably said they did the ground.
Apparently, Grumpy Cat made a prediction between Team Authority and Team Cena.
Of course. What do you guys, Team Cena?
I don't know. Let me see.
Oh, it's a video too. That makes it better.
Now, I can't make this prediction. What do I know? So, we've got a very special guest. We have Tabby here.
Is that Renee Young? Did you first say that?
Yes.
I love your dad.
Oh, he only been working here for 2 years. What do I know?
So, we're going to
Nothing.
have Tabby this dish put together and test. Here's some tests. And the competitions are made here in WWE. I'm going to walk away entirely without you. Got it?
Grumpy Cat chooses Team Authority.
I don't know how to feel about this. Grumpy Cat is clearly side of Team Authority, however, there's a lot of confidence to that. She stopped, she thought about it, she went back, she thought about Team Cena, she fell out. Look, guys, I can't understand.
Apparently, Grumpy Cat is on the side. What the fuck, man? Anyway,
Oh, yeah, sorry. Sheamus is not there. It's Eric.
so what do you think? Team Cena or Team Authority?
Probably gonna be Cena.
Think so?
Yeah.
I'm
He'll win, the Authority will lose control, but then something happens where Triple H is still in charge, and blah, blah, blah.
and Tomas chooses Team Edward.
Not Team Jacob.
Fuck Twilight.
What about Team Bella? She's a strong, independent black woman. She don't need no man.
White is right. Use it, ass. I never said that.
See it all the time.
No, I don't. So all that is happening at Survivor Series.
You're a survivor.
So how did you feel about the win by Missouri against A&M?
Good. It was sloppy, but a win's a win.
Do you think your team could have performed better?
Yes. Considering they were the top in the SEC East. And A&M's way at the bottom of the SEC list.
Do you think that the Ags will be in a bowl game?
They're guaranteed a bowl game. Just
All
saying.
right.
Yeah, they have 6 victories. I can't guarantee it's gonna be a good bowl game.
Do you think Boss says top in the SEC means SEC East means very little, lol. Also, Georgia scrubbed at Auburn.
What about Georgia?
Georgia scrubbed Auburn. Auburn.
And Arkansas beat LSU.
Woo!
Nothing's guaranteed in the SEC. Nothing. Besides, A&M has come out themselves and said, yeah, we suck. We're mediocre. Because the last 14 years, or literally split down the line on home games 29-20. They're really saying like, yeah, we're not as good as we used to be. We're working on it.
This time you're just like, shit, man, we suck. They went back to Nickelback again?
Mm-hmm.
I think the WWE is sucking Nickelback's dick. I don't mind their stuff.
I'm pretty sure they're sucking whoever does the theme for SmackDown's dick.
7 Lions?
Yeah, because how long they been running the theme for them?
They've only been running for like 2 years, I think. 2 or 3 years, because before that was Green Day.
Yeah, and they gone through 3 Raw theme changes since then. So
Yeah,
you do the math.
good point.
3 Raw changes for bands you've heard of, not some random ass band.
Well, have you ever heard of Chrome Static? Because they've been the same thing since.
I've heard of Green Day, Nickelback, and Papa Roach.
That's true. So what was it? I don't remember. I was gonna say something.
You're not real?
Nah. Do like their graphics on this. The graphics on their little match cards.
Right, champions are better.
Yeah. We need Drowning Pool to do a song again.
Well, lead singer is dead, and the new lead singer is like our Christian singer, so.
Really?
Yeah. So, you can have a Drowning Pool, but it won't be the same Drowning Pool.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you miss the ECW theme?
The original one, yes.
Like the extreme.
Yep.
Because
Because that was back in the good old days of ECW. It wasn't pretty, but it was good.
Well, do you think they'll ever come back with something similar to ECW?
They're never gonna have another. Well, they do have things that are similar to ECW, but they all suck because all the wrestlers are horrible. Right? They're never gonna one that's got good wrestlers and good hardcore action. It's either you're gonna have one or the other. Because no good wrestler wants to put their body on the line like that anymore, just to make a name for himself. Nobody wants scars on their forehead before they turn 25. Because they got hit with a cheese grater so many damn times.
You think I should take over the WWE and make it something back to the way it was?
Well, taking over and writing for it are two different things. Like, you can take over it, but they need better writers at this point.
I'd fire them and find me some new writers.
I
Be
think
like,
that's-
look here, I want y'all to transition the storylines into something where I can actually watch some goddamn wrestling.
I think that's the problem. All the good writers are in Hollywood doing movies.
They can have like an office in California and be like, look, we're looking for some writers who can write some better shit than what we have right now.
Well, the reason I'm not doing it now is because Vince McMahon likes to meet up with the writers every once in a while and have like a little, you got busted in with, have a little powwow about ideas.
Yeah.
Come in the slam, up in the backbreaker, torture rack.
Apparently, Ukraine is moving forward with trying to join NATO.
Good for them.
But Ukraine's part of Russia now, though.
Yeah.
Isn't that a bad thing?
Only part of Ukraine is part of Russia. Crimea.
Crimea is part of Russia.
Yes. The rest of Ukraine is still there.
But isn't. So Crimea was part of the Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
So was Crimea a region in Ukraine?
Yeah. It's basically a state.
Uh,
So it's like
Crimea is an island, he says.
more of a peninsula. I think there's like a little tiny sliver of land that connects it to Ukraine. I guess you could qualify it as both an island and a peninsula. Anywho, it'd be like Mexico saying, we want Arizona. And then they invaded Arizona and killed a bunch of people and then left with Arizona.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Is Crimea or yeah.
You're a Harper. Dirty little Harper. Why did they give him a weight belt? That's so stupid.
I don't understand that.
That's what they did. That's what Hogan had forever.
Did he?
Hogan had pants and not a top. So
Good point.
it made sense. It was like his belt. That just looks stupid.
Well, here's Crimea. I think that's Crimea.
Yeah.
It's
It's a peninsula.
yeah. Pseudo connected to
It's touching the tip of the very bottom of Russia.
yeah.
Just the tip.
Just the tip.
That's the game I play with Jay every night.
No. No, that was
You sure about that?
I'm pretty sure. So one of our anchors was touting about how awesome the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, what's it called? WWE 2K15 was on the Xbone.
Yeah, that's gonna work out well. That's what I got some into.
Yeah, doesn't look bad. I mean,
Oh, this looks good. Then you play the PlayStation 3 version, and you realize, oh wait, not only did I not get all these good graphics, I didn't even get the career mode they had, or to put my face on a superstar thing, like they do. Even though if I personally don't have a PlayStation now, but if I did, they didn't give me that option. So they're like, fuck you. You get 2K14, but a couple other. Where we took out 30 years of WrestleMania and gave you 4 NXT superstars you can give a fuck about. And then gave you 2 the rivalry on the showcase, where it's CM Punk and Cena and Triple H versus Shawn Michaels. And that's it. That's all you get. Fuck everything about it. That's all you get. Oh, and you don't even get Sting.
oh, no Sting.
And there's 80 people missing out of your roster, but guess what? It won't matter, because all of them suck.
The $5 bill just got a whole lot better. Try the delicious Italian original chicken sandwich. Part of our
Not a game. First game. No, I think that's the second game I've ever taken back. Maybe. It may have been my first game I've ever traded in. Like, screw this. I'm not getting my money's worth. Traded in and got something else.
That bad.
Yeah, like, I already have 2K14. I don't need to buy it again. Waste $50 or $60 out of my paycheck to get the game I already had set up, to delete stuff, to install another game, which is the exact same game as before.
You tell.
I am gonna get a PlayStation 4 down the line. Just I'd like to get rewarded by the game, by WWE and I forget who owns the 2K Studios. I think it's just 2K Studios. Get rewarded by them for being on old gens or getting punished. That's how you lose money.
Would you get Call of Duty Advanced Warfare?
Not particularly.
But it's touted as the greatest game of all time.
See, that's about every Call of Duty.
I don't know. I don't really play FPSs that much.
Yeah, it's essentially just WoW with guns. You really think about it. Nobody plays the campaign mode. They just play against each other with guns.
Would you get a new WWE game if it came with merch?
With merch? Like when I get the current game, they have the 2K15 with merch on the old gen? Or like
Yes.
depends on the merch. I guess if it was a giant WWE 2K15 shirt or something like that. Yeah. If it's cheaper.
Chris Benoit merchandise.
Fuck yeah. I actually like Chris Benoit. I was sad that he killed his family. I would still, to this day, wear a Chris Benoit shirt. And be like, yeah, the end of his life sucked, but he was still an accomplished wrestler at the beginning of it. Not that he should, I'm not saying he should be in the Hall of Fame or anything like that. Like, he's got to suffer some kind of punishment for what he did.
But he's not featured at all.
Yeah, they erased him from history. Except for on the WWE Network, where you can probably watch it.
For free this November, along with Survivor Series, the second longest run pay-per-view, and you can watch it all on the WWE Network. All you have to do is sign up on WWE.com. I'm sorry. So,
That's this is this.
oh yeah, what's his name? Biggie Langston and
Kofi and Xavier Woods.
I don't know what they're trying to do.
They're supposed to be the new Nation of Domination. Now they're just dancing like Well, like the stereotypical black preacher in church.
Yeah.
And he's not even in a suit. He's just in a white shirt with blue pants.
The new day is coming.
The New Day, that's what they're calling themselves now. The New Day.
And we're back on Friday Night SmackDown, 48 hours away from Survivor Series in St. Louis on pay-per-view live.
Unless they do something incredible at Survivor Series. Then I'll be like, all right, now it's working. They're not going to do anything. Unless they come out like fucked over John Cena's team, like destroy them. Then I'll respect them.
Responsible for you. That's very nice of John. He feels responsible and he is asking you to take a leap of faith to put it all on the line. Here's the thing. You better hope that John Cena's feelings are going to cover all of that. Because you want to know what happens on Monday? When it's Survivor Series?
No, we're still on here.
Trust me, you will lose. On Monday, every single one of you are fired.
Yeah, Cena's definitely going to win now. No ifs, ands, or buts, or coconuts.
You don't think they're gonna be
They're
fired?
not going to fire all the people making money. That's just stupid.
For those of you who can't hear the TV that we're watching, we found out that Triple H from the Authority has said that if Team Authority wins the following night on Raw, the Big Show, Dolph Ziggler, Eric Rowan, and Ryback will be fired along with John Cena.
Apparently not John Cena.
Not John
I
Cena?
think they just said not John Cena.
Just the
Just
part of the
four.
team.
Yeah, just the four of them.
There's nothing more than we want than to rip the WWE of
It's cool. Big Show's got an ironclad contract.
Does he really have an ironclad contract?
Apparently not, because that's what he said when he came back after Johnny Laurinaitis fired him. But he had an ironclad contract now, and they couldn't touch him. And then Stephanie McMahon was making him cry, and then now he's in a match where he can get fired. Like, his contract sucks. You should really consult somebody. Consult a new lawyer next time he gets a contract.
Tomas says Big Show has an iron claw contract.
Fair enough.
Come crumbling down at the feet of Team Cena and Team Ryback.
All right, we're gonna go.
Really?
What?
You covered the camera again.
Oh, damn. My bad.
Here.
My bad.
You knew who was there.
No.
Nickel.
There are no strings on me.
Really? Sean has said he's going to continue to tell me at random points, there are no strings on me, until I figure out what that refers to. Yes, he's leaving us for the night.
Eric, do you have something to add?
Freedom.
Freedom. They just put their heads all together, fists all together, and they said, freedom for America. So yeah, so that's all the stipulations on WWE's Survivor Series. So, at the Survivor Series traditional 5-on-5 elimination matchup, if Team Authority wins, John Cena's team, excluding him, will be fired the following night on Raw. If Team Cena wins, the Authority is out of power. That means that Stephanie and Triple H will not run Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, main event, superstars, any pay-per-views, all that stuff. Probably some dick sucking will happen and somehow Triple H will come back into power. Something like that. You never know. So yeah, that will be on the WWE Network, which is free right now. So you can sign up on WWE.com. Now, yes, I sound like I'm part of the WWE when I say that, but I'm not. It's actually cool to actually watch a pay-per-view because, who doesn't want to watch a pay-per-view for free? Cena loses, and some nostalgic characters will appear and force the Authority out anyways. So, just some notes, some programming notes about us. I'm going to be working on a new series. I'm going to call it 10 Things I Hate About. And I'm going to talk about 10 things I hate about certain companies, organizations, things of that nature, certain subjects, what have you. So, my first one I'll probably record tomorrow as soon as I get the chance, and I'll put it on a new playlist on the YouTube channel. Basically, I'm going to find out 10 things I hate about a certain company, organization, ideal, what have you. And hopefully, I'll make that a long series where I can talk about 10 things I hate about something. Also, there will be no Sunday morning game. Instead, we are going to extend Saturday morning game. Instead of 10 to noon, it will be 10 to about 3 p.m. So I feel like playing a lot of games tomorrow. Also, this show will not broadcast next Friday. This show will not broadcast next Friday. It will not broadcast next Friday. It won't. This show will not be on the air next Friday. So if you ask why is the show is not on the air next Friday, I told you it's not on the air next Friday. It's Thanksgiving holiday, and I gotta eat leftovers, right? Maybe. The following week, in 2 weeks, will be our season finale. It'll be our season finale, and I don't think it will be a best of the best award thing because I haven't thought of any awards, and we'll probably save that for May or for April next year. So we will have Saturday and Sunday morning game next week as well. So that will happen because I like it. So all that, let's be clear, Saturday morning game tomorrow will be extended to 3 p.m. Sunday morning game will not happen this Sunday. We're gonna go see Kevin Hart. Yeah. Our jjlunfiltered Fridays will not show next Friday because of Thanksgiving, and I need a break. The season finale of jjlunfiltered Fridays will be 2 weeks from tonight, and will not be a best of the best award thing, so don't expect best of the best awards. Saturday and Sunday morning game will broadcast next weekend and the weekend after. After the season finale, Saturday and Sunday morning game will continue to broadcast. And I might make a Friday night game. It was not really crazy, actually. We had tickets offered to us. We're going to call it that. In the meantime, now that you know all that stuff, yeah, we'll call it a lane scout. In the meantime, now that you know everything about all that stuff, um, I like to thank you for watching this provocatively interesting episode of J Live Fridays. Um, we'll see you tomorrow morning through afternoon on our extended Saturday morning game. And yeah, we will indeed see you then. And I hope that y'all enjoy that. Till then, keep this in mind. If you think someone is telling you that you're weird, accept it. Accept the fact that you're weird. It's a good thing. It builds character, makes you stronger, and makes you better. You are who you say you are, and no one can deny that. Not even if they say that it's not true. Be yourself. Be everything you can be. Look down the ground and keep your eye on the stars. Good night and good luck from our undisclosed location.